Greetings, sentient beings. This broadcast is not intended for children. There will be strong language and adult themes. And good morning, New Zealand, where it's now Christmas Day. Why they have to start at such ridiculously early hour of the morning, I don't know. So, yeah, I just barely made it because I had tried to sleep for a bit. Didn't manage to sleep. I laid down for a couple hours and somehow realized just in time that I had forgotten to set an alarm. So, anyway, so I got this going just in time, but just sending links out now to see if anybody else is around, because I don't know who's up at this hour. So if anybody wants to hop in here, do do do. Wait a minute, huh? That's Perth. Wait, yeah. Uh, do. Well, Mark, according to the time zone calculator that I've been using here, it is saying that it should be just past midnight in Auckland, New Zealand. So not quite sure. What you're going by, that you're saying it's a couple hours yet. So let's see who we got in the side chat here. Drag and drop. Oh yeah, my avatar and thumbnail were done by Jyuni the Apostate. Well, what can I say? The art speaks for itself. Everybody should check her out. Math Pig, Crazy Cat, Lavender Lady. Yeah, Diane, I did drop you a link here. And yeah, I should be getting more sleep myself, but this is when we're supposed to start. Hey, Spooky, Aunt Jur. Mystique. Nerdy, Hans. Hey, Russ. Hi, Inquisitor. Well, already a pretty good turnout. Actually, more people here than when my streams usually start, because it seems usually when I start a stream. Hey, Diana.
Morning, honey. How you doing?
Yeah, usually when I start a stream, it takes 10 or 15 minutes for the audience to show up.
Let's see. Am I audible?
Yep, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. Yay. Oh, this thing is showing live 5 hours. Are you recycling a recycling a StreamYard.
I don't think
Oh,
so.
wait a minute. I know. I'm on wind shit that doesn't know how to tell time. Yeah, okay, I got it.
Okay.
Let me get my glasses so I can see what the hell I'm doing. Oh, my.
Hey, Jenny.
Hey, sorry I'm a
Jenny,
little late there.
Happy
Well, I
October,
almost
Mary
missed it myself because I didn't have my alarm set. So
Yeah, neither did I. Oh,
I've been up since about 3, much to my.
well, we're impressed.
well, I actually only got to lay down for about 3 hours.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had a couple good solid ones there.
there we
No,
go.
I didn't actually fall asleep. I just got to lay down for 3 hours.
Yeah, unfortunately, Purple rarely sleeps. It's an unfortunate thing.
It's really interesting. I have insomnia issues too. I think Purple and I are probably very, very similar in that. I've been amazed at how well I can function on just a couple 3 hours for in a 24-hour period. That if I would have tried that, God, years ago, I never would have been able to function. I'd be just
I keep
absolutely
being
zoned out.
amazed that people think I am functioning when I do that. I feel like I'm running in
Shut up,
zombie
Larry.
mode, and on so many jobs I've been on, people tell me what a good worker I am, and I'm like, I'm functioning at less than half my capacity. If you think this is doing good work, you've got incredibly low standards.
We actually know. We just haven't been telling you. So do we have anybody in the chat?
Oh yeah, we got a bunch of people out there. YouTube says 7 watching now.
Hey,
Yeah,
that's
there
pretty
were
darn
a
good.
bunch of people waiting before I even got this started.
Yeah, I've been waiting for a little while yet. I've been trying to tidy up here in the studio for my segment.
Yep, and like I said, I really jumped on with like less than 5 minutes to spare, so I really didn't even get to sending the link out yet. So trying to do that now while I was rambling and
Rambling Purple. I don't know. And there's the kiddiness. Good morning, Sylvia. Good morning.
Hey, how's the kidney fund going, Diana?
I have not looked. I really haven't. You're going to have to ask Mr. B.
Mr. B.
Yep.
yeah.
Mr. B.
Yeah, Beck has been handling the financial side of it.
Be the banker. There we go.
Yeah.
B for bank. I like it. All I can say is, okay, and I mean, I'm being serious now at this point. I hope that I will be allowed on the waiting list for a kidney. I hope something will not come up that kicks me off, because you're going to have a lot of disappointed people out there, and a lot of money raised.
Yeah, but
what do you do with
it's
it?
all been very out in the open about what it's about, and we've explained to everyone how this works and that you can't even get on the list until we've got things set up. So
Everyone, we're all adults.
Everyone's aware of that. It's not like
speak for
anybody's
yourself, will you?
Yeah, but it's not like anyone's being misled about anything.
Right. No, I'm not thinking of misled. It'll just be, I hate to put it this way because it pats me on the back, but it'll be something of a disappointment, for everybody. Well, me especially, if I get denied the chance. But I don't know. We'll have to see what goes, because I don't even have the fistula working yet. So I don't know. See what the hell happens there. I have an appointment on the 30th for the doctor to look at this and see that it works. And then I have an appointment on the 27th, because this fucking thing over here, this catheter is clogging again. It's going to be my fourth catheter. God damn. I don't know.
Catheter, like in the urinary tract idea, or
Yeah, it's a port into my circulatory system.
oh, okay.
Yeah, for the dialysis until they get to use this thing. I guess it's similar to what chemo patients have.
Don't know. Oh God! Oh, see, now I'm really sleepy.
Oh my, oh my.
Oh golly.
Yes, dear. What? We'll get your Christmas present.
Yeah, I
We
still
will.
didn't have a chance to even so much as get myself a drink yet. So, and
Oh
yeah,
my.
when I say drink, I just mean liquid, not alcohol. I can't
Right,
be
right, right.
doing that now because this is just starting, and I've got to be up for most of this. I'll get to take a nap somewhere in the middle. I'm sure. I'm not sure where.
Yeah, it sounds like you could still use one.
Purpose always sounds like
Actually,
that.
right now, I'm a bit dehydrated. For some reason, my lips are sticking together when I'm trying to talk.
Oh yeah. God, I know that feeling all too well. It's icky. Let me get let me turn that thing off for the hell of it.
Yeah, apparently it's well, actually, it's a problem with like three of my medications, but was when I started taking the spirulactinate that I
Oh
really
yeah.
started noticing it, that I
Oh
tending
yeah.
to get dehydrated if I'm not drinking like an extra quart of water more than I usually did.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the wonderful world of HRT. Scheisse.
I made a medical decision within the last couple of days.
Oh my.
Oh,
Nothing quite as traumatic as kidneys, but
You're gonna
um,
have a brain transplant.
no, I've been looking for one of those.
Okay.
Find some great 20-year-old and yank out her gray spot and put mine in there. That'd be fine.
Okay then. Now what you gonna do?
Um, I can no longer tolerate my bad knee. It is so painful all the time.
Oh no.
I'm just
Okay.
tired of not being. I was at a restaurant today, or this yesterday morning for just a quick little breakfast sandwich and tomato juice. And so
Oh,
I'm
that
sitting at the
sounds tasty.
table and doing a little reading on Twitter and shit like that. And I go to leave, and I couldn't stand up. I just could not do it.
Oh my. Oh
And
my.
it was just terribly humiliating. Um, I had to ask for help, and they had to bring somebody out from the back to help me stand up.
oh dear.
And
Not good.
it was just
Yeah,
I mean, you have a friend or somebody does that, that's one thing, but to have to say, I'm a cripple, come and help me. It's just
Yeah, not fun.
yeah.
it's a different passage in life. And so I've decided that it's time to find out how I can possibly get my knee replaced.
Okay.
They have diagnosed it and said, yeah, you absolutely need one. And it was even scheduled at one point. Um, but when they realized that I didn't have anybody here at home to take care of me for a few weeks after post-op,
Welcome to that. Yeah.
they said,
Uh-huh.
"Sorry, we can't do this because you're going to
Yeah.
be absolutely immobile. You'll starve to death because you can't walk."
Yeah.
Which is interesting because the hips, when they do those, you're up and walking the same day,
Wonder what the
but
difference
not with a
is.
knee.
What the difference is.
So we're going to see what we can do about finding somebody to be my nurse for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I have carried there for a while.
So wait a minute. Do we take turns? Do I go up there and babysit you, and then you come down here and babysit me?
No, 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 no. We don't have to do that. I'll figure something out around here. I've been getting to know people in the LGBT community, and they're certainly very nice people and pretty kind and all that kind of stuff. I think I could probably arrange something through that. The community is much larger than just our little training group.
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh, yeah. The unfortunate thing, when you talk about the babysitters and stuff like that, the transplant center up and told me in so many words, join a church. And I'm
fuck
sitting here
you.
with, eat me. I don't know. I'd consider going back to the Unitarian church I used to go to some years ago, but it's very difficult for me to get anywhere where I'm living right now. Simply the way the buses run and everything. I don't have a motor vehicle. So I don't know.
That's just such an awful thing for them to suggest.
It is, but they don't think it
Here I
is.
am,
That's
an
the thing.
atheist. It even says so on my medical records. Would you really suggest to me to go join a church? That would be so hypocritical.
Yeah. Well, I'm
I
sure it doesn't occur to anyone that that's a negative thing.
Yeah, they think it's good. That's the damn thing. And no, sorry guys, it's not really. Mark Caesar, I am a positive.
A positive what?
A positive piece of shit. I don't know.
Well, that's the other thing that POS stands for, not just
Yeah,
POS.
there you go. There you go. Jyuni,
APOS.
hi, good morning. I didn't see you come in. Yay.
Who's here?
Jyuni is here.
Hi,
Hey, Jyuni.
Judy. Oh, Junie. I thought you said Judy. Judy. And none of
I
them even
was
know that
over on
refers to
Twitter
do that.
spamming out the links, so
And I see Alias fake name. Hi, dear. Yeah. Yeah.
now he has no reason to be awake because he's in my time zone.
Mm,
Of course, none of us have any reason to be awake right now.
yeah, none of us really. I mean, I
And
could
actually,
tidy up later.
yeah, the people we're doing this for even less so because it's just after midnight there. So
There you
Well,
are.
I would like to wish a Merry Christmas to all the people in Australia. Or is it's just midnight there? Let's see what's at 5.
Yeah, it's just past midnight. Right, no, Australia, not yet. New Zealand, it's midnight.
See, I always go the wrong way. I always count from here across the Pacific to that, and that's not correct. It's the other way.
Backward.
yeah,
Yep.
I tend to do that a lot too. But yeah, that's according
just
to
so
the
much
time
closer.
converter I was using at least. What was that?
It's just so much closer,
Yeah.
If we could just get the world to rotate the other way.
We wish you a happy Agfu. We wish
Yep.
you a happy Agfu.
But yeah,
Here it is.
according to the time converter that I was using, it's 12:15 in Auckland, New Zealand.
All right. There goes the neighborhood. Stool's here.
Oh, there's Stool. Yeah, he had said on Twitter he was having to fix something.
We don't want to know about his urinary issues.
Well, Stool, this is even worse because it's not even Christmas Day in New Zealand in Australia yet. It's only New Zealand.
Well,
And we know that Australia doesn't exist, and New Zealand is Australia's imaginary friend.
Yeah, huh? I had Stool doing unspeakable things in his pants earlier today when I posted some butter churning.
Ah.
Oh, Lord Stool, I don't know about you.
Yeah, and Jyuni, I tried to lay down for 3 hours, but I never actually fell asleep. So, yeah, technically I am still awake from yesterday morning.
Ugh.
So yeah, well, not so bad for me because I slept in because I knew I was going to have issues. So at this point,
No.
I've only been awake for about like 18 hours or something. But it's going to
Well,
catch up to me later in the day because I'm going to be up for most of this. I know.
well, on the outside chance, if there's anybody in Auckland, New Zealand, who's listening, have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, or Hanukkah, or Kwanzaa, or
God,
whichever one
Jewel.
you're picking to fuck with this year.
Have yourself a merry little og foo. Let your heart be moved. I don't know.
God, Jewel. Which, despite what it sounds like in Scandinavian, is not a religious reference. It just means good Yule.
Tayo korostu.
I'm fighting getting a coffee. I don't want to get a coffee. First of all,
Purple
because it's
wants
really crappy instant coffee, but
Stool wants to do a groany uppy thing. What's wrong with you, Stool?
growing uppy thing. You wipe your own butt or what?
Yeah, Nerdy, I have wondered about this myself. Where is Old Zealand?
I thought it was in or around the Netherlands.
Oh,
See,
okay.
that's
Was
where
New
you're oddly.
Zealand a Dutch port?
Might have been. Let me look.
It's not Old Zealand. There's New Zealand, and there's even newer Zealand.
Oh, is that it? And this
Yeah,
damn thing with the remind me later crap.
yeah. They've been building it for quite a while. Apparently, it's going to be situated just above the Marianas Trench, and they've been dumping the sand and dirt down, and it's just taking a long time to fill it up.
Okay.
Yeah, Mark. Diana did have a link out for the kidney donation. Unfortunately, to do it, you would have to travel to Pittsburgh. So
Yeah, that's
I
the
think
hard
that
part. It might
might be a
rule it out
problem
for
for you
you.
there.
Mm-hmm.
Although maybe they could get involved with one of those three-way deals.
Oh yeah, kinky. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they can do that with somebody in another country, but could look into it.
I've got to call the people at the transplant center. I haven't talked to any of them in at least a month and want to make sure they haven't forgotten about me.
Yeah,
There are
Stool.
still
Sorry.
there are still things I need to do. So what's
Yeah.
up with Stool?
Well, he said I'm not legally allowed to lick you, and I would think even if you had been, that during the pandemic there would be regulations about that.
Yeah, could be, could be.
I had years ago. This kind of goes out to Stool. Um, I had this. I was at this lesbian friend of mine's house, and we're just, a bunch of us were just drinking and talking dirty and stuff. Which is, yes, lesbians do that. And
Amazing.
the host was talking about wanting to get a tattoo and didn't want to, couldn't figure out what she wanted, and she wanted maybe some roses, maybe butterflies or something like that, and she did not want a heart and mom,
Right.
like people would think out of a our diesel type. So I suggested that she get just a little, banner, like, kind of thing with some roses around it and stuff like that, and just have it say "Born to Lick," and she did.
All right, I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Really and truly, I will. Like I say, I've got to call them and make sure they know I'm alive. I still need to get an anal probe, and I still need to let them know that I have babysitting and chauffeuring whenever that turns up.
Yeah, Junie, I'm sure that sloth girl is asleep now. She has finally managed to establish a somewhat normal sleep schedule, so I wasn't expecting her to break out of it for this.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Well,
Junie, you been getting any
with messing
contracts?
around with her meds, they'd really screwed it up, and she finally got back into a pattern.
Okay, then. Yeah, that always
I'm
gets
sorry,
weird.
Jenny. What were you saying?
I was just as talking to Junie if she's got any drawing contracts going. If we've been able to drum up any business for
Yeah, I don't know if I've
her.
been any help with that because everybody I know is broke.
Yeah, yeah, Jeff, that's a good idea there.
I would love to see Stool become a MP. I think that'd be a great thing for world history
Yeah,
and for the UK itself.
that might straighten the UK out for once. God.
As unlikely that it seems, it really might.
Oh, what do we have over here? Oh, for freaking.
Oh no, nerdy! Is it going to be one of those kind of mornings?
Yeah, Nerdy said being a mime must be
Ah,
dangerous. A friend of mine set out on a mime career 5 years ago. Haven't heard from him since.
Dasta ikre.
are you going to be celebrating? Uh, oh, as I see, I'm going to blow this out if I'm not careful. New. Are you going to be celebrating Eve's New Year this year?
Thanks, people, for being on there. Apparently the spam bots are already active here.
Thank you, Mark. Thank you. Yeah, we'll see what happens. It would be nice if you could, yeah, participate in one of those exchanges. Um, I really don't know how that stuff works. I don't even know how it works on this continent, to tell you the truth. It's a pain in the ass that I need to think about it. Oh well,
Yeah,
that's another
Mark,
story
I think you'll
entirely.
have to go to the transplant site and fill out their initial questionnaire to get them to talk to you. And ask them then about if it can be done with you being in a different country.
Moo.
Or you could just move to America. No, you wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
Lose all your health insurance and stuff. Nah, screw that.
Yeah, move to this third world shithole. Damn, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, the America's got that
Does
just way backward.
What
what
do you
kind of
have
medical
over here?
system does Mexico have?
A
Somebody
better one
know?
than the U.S., I think. Let me look.
Yeah, they've got, I think, something more similar to the UK healthcare.
Okay, Mexico's public health care operates through the Instituto Mexicano de Seguro Social and Seguro Popular systems. These cover patients for most medical services and prescription drugs. People who cannot afford the IMSS system must enroll with the Seguro Popular system. Doesn't tell me
You know,
much.
maybe we could affect um, the border wars, since that seems to be such an issue with certain people. Maybe they would do a little PR work and just let these people know. Well, okay, if you get over here, you've lost your medical insurance.
Hmm.
That'd keep me home.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that we had just passed the point of irony when Mexico said that they weren't letting people from the U.S. in
Yeah, I remember. That was all sorts of fun.
just because of how badly the U.S. was handling COVID, especially
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas.
Uh-huh.
Please, everybody, from now on, only spell it one way: Texass, because that's what they are.
Yeah, why
Texas.
have Texas and Florida, been like just doing a hold my beer contest over who can handle things worse?
Oh, jeez.
Florida.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah,
Jeez, I know it's annoying.
when Marcel Marceau died, he didn't have any last words. However, he did make a series of gestures.
What do we have here? Football?
Unfortunately, it's don't talk about Mime Club. Oh, I said that. I'm sorry.
I think, yep. I think Sewell should put on his shitty headset. You gotta sit with us for a little while here, at least until I can go lay down again.
I got it, Stool. Why don't you take your phone with you to Poundland and annoy people from Poundland? No?
I don't know if he has enough data on his phone to be going live that way.
Yeah, you got a point. Got a point. Well, I don't know. Is he doing that from home too, or what? I don't know. I don't know, Stool. We were talking about that, and I forget. Yeah, I actually talked to Stool. Isn't it amazing? Something's wrong with me. Stool, calm down, Stool, calm down. I'm going to make cookies later, okay? As long as I get the cameras set up.
Oh, Neff still has no knife to cut his cake.
He doesn't need a knife. He could use his thing.
Oh, what do we have?
I want to be drunk, but I'm not going to be allowed to.
Yeah, Nerdy's got it right. Morning, Crimson. Hang on, Mark. Let me look at the twatter here.
Yeah, Crimson was showing off that Santa came early. He's got a new PlayStation.
Oh my.
Yeah, brag, brag, brag.
Oh man.
See,
Mark,
I'm
honey.
stuck here having to behave like a responsible adult or something.
Oz? Is that Ox?
Mark, honey, would you what's your Twitter handle? It may be that for some reason I'm not following you. I don't know. And there are many Mark Caesars here, and it's confusing me. There are many much Mark Caesars here, and that may be.
Oh, hey, Rage. Yeah, no, Oz is from the Atheist Roundtable.
Okay, then.
Oh,
Or
okay,
not,
so
not the Atheist Roundtable, from Tang.
now that's not the same Tang as people drink, right?
I don't think so. I do not
Okay.
think it is orange and
Is
powdery.
that product even on the market anymore?
Yeah,
It is, okay.
Yeah, Sloth Girl uses it to make something that she calls Russian tea. I don't know why it's called Russian tea because I don't think they have tang in Russia, but
I remember when it came out, and my grandma got some for us when we came over to the house. It was so exciting. Oh, we're gonna get that astronaut drink.
I remember when they had a promotion that it actually came with with like a matchbox size version of the lunar rover on it.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
The Mad Summer Juice. That's not
Yeah, back
helping.
in the early 70s, everything had tie-ins with NASA.
Mm-hmm.
Although at the time, I don't think NASA was considered to be like a licensed thing. So I think because it was a government agency, everybody could make knockoffs without having to pay a license fee.
This is not
Dang.
helping. Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Jeff is trying to get in here. There we go. The
There we
Atlantic
are.
cable is kind of slow there.
Hey, Jeff,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I caught your Happy Christmas thing,
A little short. Yeah. I just.
video.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
Thank you for your blessing.
no worries. Cool. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. I thought I'd jump in here for a few minutes. As I've just got home. I finished work quite early today.
Tayo Korostu.
Christmas Eve's a weird day for us. It's either really quiet or really busy. So, but thankfully this year it was really quiet. So.
Blarg.
I've got to do some updates to my street from description for my stream for later on. So I thought
Yeah, I still
I'd do
have a
that. I
couple
thought I'd
people.
come in. Yeah, I thought I'd come in here and well, it's just like things like putting the tangs link for tangs in my description sort of thing.
Yeah, I still have a couple of people who haven't sent me the links yet, but at least those are all like tomorrow morning. So we've got all the
Oh,
links
yeah, okay.
throughout the day today.
That's a good thing.
So yeah, at least for like the next 24 hours, the list is there in the description for this show, so everybody can go there at any hour and see what channel they need to go to find us live at any time.
Wait a minute now.
So yeah, so I thought I'd just jump in and say hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Yeah.
Nerdy is some
So-
dropping you a
okay.
hint.
So this one is scheduled for 3 hours.
Hey, Jeff,
Yeah,
you're the history guy. What happened on this day in history?
Oh, I remember.
Oh, my
1968.
Oh,
It's
yes,
too early
you're
to be
correct.
asking me these
other than it
questions.
being Christmas Eve, I don't really know.
Probably loads.
See, but now you've forced me to talk about it once again. You know, at 5 a.m. Eastern time. Actually, I think it's 7 Eastern time. They changed it. But if you get up at 5 and start watching, then you'll get it. Anyways, really, God bless it early in the morning tomorrow, or on the 25th. For America, it'll be different for you, Kiwis and stuff. The James Webb Telescope is going to be launched and
Oh, yeah, that's right.
off on its mission of making people smarter, or at least technically smarter. We'll still be a bunch of
Yeah.
greasy animals killing each other. But I encourage everyone to watch that and support that. It's
I
the
forget
greatest
what.
technologically, the greatest endeavor humans have.
I know where you're going. I know where you're going, here, Jen. Is this about the Treaty of Ghent by any chance?
No,
Okay.
no, it's just purely about the James Webb Telescope.
Oh, I thought this was a. I thought this was a ha ha ha. The United States beat Britain at war, which you kind of didn't really in this
No,
one. But
no, this is just the serious thing about an incredible piece of equipment that is going to
yeah.
teach us more about where we are from than possibly anything we've ever had. Well, it definitely is going to be more powerful than anything we've ever had in our hands, assuming that it works. Everybody's pretty nervous.
Always, that's the thing. You never know if there's going to be a glitch.
Yeah, but look what they've accomplished on Mars with the
Oh hell yeah!
automated landings and the complexity of that whole operation.
And then yeah, you have things that are supposed to last for 90 days, and they go on for what, 7 years?
I'm going to come back in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm just going to make myself a quick coffee. So I'm not going to start drinking just yet because I don't want to be completely sloshed before my stream.
Why does everybody say that?
Well, I want to be in some at least halfway cognitive state to be able to host it. So
Yeah, let's see what we've got over
I'm not
here.
going to start drinking just yet.
Wait a minute, that's not right.
What's that, Diana?
I'm seeing 3 different times for the launch of the James Webb.
What's the earliest?
22 December, which is already passed.
Yeah, it's definitely tomorrow morning.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Originally, they had it the weekend before.
Here we go. The launch window opens Christmas morning at 07:20 Eastern.
Okay, they have changed it again because they were talking about 5 a.m. So groovy.
That is according to CNN.
Okay, what time was that?
07:20 hours.
Okay.
Eastern.
The fake time zone.
So allegedly, the NASA channel will begin streaming at 0600 Eastern.
I hope I am able to be awake for it. I would be so upset if I missed it.
Nerdy says that today in history, in 1826, eggnog riots began at the United States Military Academy in West Point.
See, This is nerdy we're talking about. I'm having trouble believing any of this. Is this true? There really were eggnog riots?
Holy shit! I'm looking it up on Wikipedia, and it's the eggnog riot, sometimes known as the Grog Mutiny, was a riot that took place at the USMA in West Point on 24-25 December 1826. It was caused by a drunken Christmas Day party in the North Barracks of the Academy.
Okay.
All right.
Well, it's appropriately named then.
So we have something too silly for Nerdy to have made up. Yeah, Ankur, this is why I don't drink when I'm running the stream, because there's got to be somebody, a spotter to kick me out. I will sometimes drink on somebody else's stream, but not when I have to be in charge of it.
And among the participants in the riot, although he was not one of the 20 who were court-martialed, was the future Confederate States President Jefferson Davis. Yeah.
Okay, Raging Atheist says, on this day in history, three wise men escaped the spies of Herod and stopped to blink before entering the manger, and the star sits over. I guess he meant the star it sits over, yeah.
And if
Yeah,
they're hanging out on a bunch of camels in the desert at night.
yeah.
How wise?
And
How wise
how is
are
a
they really?
star, a usable guide? How does a star guide you to a particular city, let alone a building?
Well, pretty much only if it's Polaris, or the equivalent of Polaris in those days.
Well, that only points you north.
You could follow that because it just kind of stays in one spot, but the rest of them are like moving
but
all over the
even
fuck.
Polaris would not get you to a particular city.
Well, if it's at the North Pole, it will.
Yeah, get you to Santa's workshop. There you go.
Yeah. See, this only works if it was an artificial satellite. So the Star of Bethlehem would have had to be something like an alien spaceship.
Well, it may have been. I mean, the whole religion thing could be true, but except it's not a god; it's just a bunch of aliens.
Call Eric von Däniken. Thank you, Mark. Thank you.
In fact, it may be a test. It may be a test on by aliens to see how intelligent our race is and whether or not we'll believe a bunch of stupid stuff.
Harold Pinter died on this day in 2000.
Yeah. And Howard Hughes was born on this day in 1905.
Yep. And Nakasuchi has it with me that it was a UFO.
Okay, then.
Well, I'm pretty convinced now.
Yeah,
I've wondered about this too. What happens if you go north from the North Pole?
You can't. You can only go south from the North
It's not
Pole.
physically possible.
You have to talk to what the hell is his name? Jordan.
Jordan Peterson.
Spirit science. And change dimensions.
Right.
Those fuckwits.
Yeah,
you can see I'm not a fan of them lot, can't you?
I tell you though, that was a really good thing. I have to thank Jordan because
Hello.
he introduced me to Mortimer. Because I found out about Mortimer 81 by means of his skewering of Jordan.
Yeah, I spent 25 years in the pagan community, and I never met anyone that far off the rails. I mean, I met people that believed kind of in some of the things he talks about, but I'm sure any one of them would have, stopped him halfway to his point.
What's really impressive.
I was only around the pagan community for about 4 or 5 years, but I came across a lot of people who were into a lot of fucking woo in that.
What's really impressive is that, I mean, if he can be believed, he appears to believe all of it, especially the stuff that contradicts all the other stuff.
Yeah.
Which is, what the hell, man.
Well, I mean, things like the chakra energy and that's pretty common in paganism.
Yeah.
But yeah, the way he blends different things together that just, can't possibly work.
Mm-hmm.
Like you say, a lot of it is contradicting itself.
Yeah. I mean, I've known people who have believed some really weird shit, but most of them have been consistent. I mean, way back when I was in high school, I know somebody who was doing the Edgar Cayce thing.
Well, nerdy. That's not as contradictory a statement as you might think. The Earth is a flat globe. See, because it could be a snow globe.
Well, when they talk about the dome, it sounds a lot like a snow globe.
Are we sure we want to do this? I mean, here it is, 5:51 in the morning, and we could be sleeping, and instead we're awake here pretending there's people in Australia watching us.
Well, there is
no,
someone in Australia
getting late
watching
for a
us.
lot of
Mark
them.
Caesar's over there.
Oh, Mark! I
that's true.
thought you were
Mark's over there.
in where did I
Yeah,
think?
I think Mark is somewhere near Perth, isn't he?
Oh, okay.
I don't know what
So he's
city,
over,
but I know he's on that continent.
Oh well, then it's all. Then
he's
it's 100% worth it.
He's in Perth.
I'm
So
glad.
that's over the Western Australia. Yeah, that's sort of Jen's part of Australia, sort of. You know, I know she's not in Perth, but you know, that's the same part of the.
Yeah, she used to
country.
be, but I guess she isn't anymore.
Yeah. Well, Australia's a fucking big country, so.
It's amazing when you think that Australia is about the size of the United States contiguous 48.
Yep.
Hmm.
Okay,
Well,
well,
if it's
according to
if
the
they get to
time
call
converter, it's
themselves,
like 8 p.m. in Perth.
if they get to call themselves the Australian continent, then we should be able to call ourselves the United States continent.
The United States is
They
a
do call
continent.
themselves the continental United States. You know, you use
Well,
that phrase, don't you?
we do refer to ourselves as America, excluding everyone else on the two continents.
Oh yeah, don't call yourself
Well, but that's okay
American when
because
you're around a
You're not even
Canadian.
the biggest.
they
You're
don't
not
use
even the
America in
biggest
their
country
name.
on the continent.
They don't
You're
use
not even the
America in
biggest
their
country
name.
on the.
It's ours. We own it. Too bad for them. It's United States of
No,
America,
it's more.
and it's right in our name.
It's more that they would have claimed ownership, but because you lot did, they've sort of just disowned themselves from that word now. It's got a negative connotation.
Well,
Oh yeah.
you know how this got to be named North and South America. And I'm not joking because this is too stupid for me to make up.
From Amerigo Vespucci.
Okay, let's hear.
Yeah, it was just Americo Vespucci was the Italian map maker.
Yeah.
Who
I
drew
thought
the
you had
first
some
map
fancy-
after Columbus's voyage.
I thought you had some fancy story behind the scenes or something.
No.
We all know
Vespucci,
the horse crap of Vespucci. That's nothing new.
Yeah.
And I think actually wasn't it one of his daughter's names or something like that? I don't remember.
Huh?
When you say that, I think I did read something about that, about it, being about one of his daughters.
Or it's a common word.
That's kind of
used
a
in Italian.
dowry to name a couple of continents after your kid.
It's a common word that's used in Italy when young women orgasm. Instead of oh god, they medical, something like that.
Yeah, knock if I wasn't having to run the stream, I'd be having whiskey.
That's right. I do have a bottle of whiskey.
I do have a tiny bit of whiskey there, but as I said, I'm not drinking yet, and it's only bloody Bell's, which is a leftover, which I don't even particularly like this stuff. This was one of those Christmas gifts some years ago that you only tuck into it when all your good stuff's gone. I had this bottle, great big bottle of single malt whiskey, which Old Pulteney, which was really nice. But I'll probably maybe later if I've got some, I might. I've got a bottle of Coke. I may crack open some rum, possibly see what we've got. So
yeah, I've got some good flavored whiskeys. I'm just gonna have to wait because people are expecting me to be around and in control for too many things. And I've got to kind of watch out for the chance of anyone like canceling at the last minute that I may have to jump in or anything like that.
flavored whiskey is an abomination. It would be like beef flavored chicken soup.
Fuck it, I'm going to have a sniff of it now. Fuck it. Just
It
little in the
depends what you're
cat.
using it for.
Well, my ex used to like ginger flavored whiskey.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
I love
I
ginger
don't
ale.
drink this. I don't like this one.
Yeah, I remember Mark Caesar talking about this before about distilling his own whiskey.
Is it that hard to run a still, Mark? I've always kind of been interested in doing that myself.
Oh my, I'm trying to think about this, and I think that you have to be a little bit careful that you don't start producing methanol.
Well, I was asking Mark, since Mark is the pro.
Okay, then.
Okay, now I know I'm up way too early. My migraine's on the wrong side.
Ooh, not good.
Well, turn around. Oh, that's up, Mark.
No, Mark hasn't replied yet about the whiskey.
I had an
Okay,
intoxicant.
bubblegum flavored whiskey, that is an abomination.
No.
I had an
Oh, good lord, that is
abomination of
that's
intoxicants on Wednesday. I sampled for the first time in my life. I took a single hit of THC off one of those vaping devices. It was absolutely horrible. It was the worst tasting, most foul tasting pile of chemicals I've ever experienced in my life. It was almost as bad as a Chick-fil-A. And it was terrible. And the cough you got from it,
Oh my.
it just wouldn't stop. And you could actually feel, this is one hit. You could feel the heaviness in your lungs from it, that it did something to your lungs.
I can't fake
COVID
it.
was
I will
scary.
say, because I saw it doing all sort of about bubblegum flavoured whiskey. It probably exists. Then I know there is bubblegum flavoured vodka. Flavoured vodka kind of
Give me-
works,
Hold
you
up.
know, but flavoured whiskey, no, it's not a good
What the
idea.
heck is going on here?
Well, as far as flavored vodka goes, I've got a container of Drunky Bears in my fridge, which is gummy bears that have been soaking in vodka for more than a week.
Okay.
Surprisingly, they don't go funny. They manage to keep their shape and texture pretty well. But
Now, Robert.
if you're gonna do it, the best thing to do is leave them sitting out for a day or two so they get partially dehydrated, and then you pour the whiskey over them, because then they really absorb it.
Okay.
What
Ooh.
kind of whiskey do bunny rabbits drink? I don't know.
Oh no.
I'm sensing there's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm not.
It's nerdy, so of course it's a joke.
All right, answer it. Nobody knows, nerdy. Come on, give us your best.
Hopscotch.
Oh man. Oh, yeah. Boy, it's a good thing you're not in this country. I would shoot you.
Yep.
I like gin, Mark.
Yeah, I've never cared for it.
Fucking hate gin.
I would agree. It doesn't seem to have any flavor.
I've never had a martini.
Oh, I used to make a killer martini when I was 13.
Oh, there's so much in alcohol I've never had because I've just never been a real fan of it.
Now, my recipe for a martini is dry gin in the glass, and then wave the cap of the bottle of dry vermouth over the gin. And there you go. That's your dry martini.
Yeah, I still say that the gin just has no flavor to it, so.
I actually taste the juniper.
I mean,
Maybe
I've only had
told
cheap gin.
I'm told there is for people who do drink gin that look, there's good, there's really good gins, and then there's like really mediocre ones. But I wouldn't know a good gin from a bad gin, honestly. I just don't like the taste of the stuff.
I've only ever had Bombay Sapphire.
That's supposed to be one of the better ones.
Is it?
Yeah.
According to the Muslims, all gins are evil.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mark. Oh my! I used to make a steady diet of gin and tonic.
I started drinking gin and tonics because you'd go to a bar and you'd ask for which single malt whiskeys or scotches they had.
Yeah.
Everybody's trash. I was like, oh god.
There
Johnny
you go.
Walker,
We've got
are you
Australian
serious?
now.
You're allowed to have a stream.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, Jen.
Hey, good morning.
Certain people in the chat not quite sure that your country exists.
Oh, well, that's par for the course, isn't it?
How you feeling,
Sorry,
Mike?
I'm all right.
Happy Yog Fu and Merry Moo.
Oh,
Australia exists.
not quite
people.
there yet for me, but
Yep.
I'm still on Eve, Christmas Eve.
Oh,
Yep.
right. Well, we're ringing in the season, 24 hours early, and then we'll just keep going.
Yep. Okay, people, Australia does exist. Something has to be on the bottom of the flat disk.
There you are.
It's just the Black Ops helicopters are the only thing that can fly around the edge to get you there.
What it does is Australia cunningly moves location on the day, every few hours, just to give the illusion of it being a globe.
Well, it tracks in the moonlight, so it's never quite
We're the
visible.
counterweight country. Didn't you know that? That's why we've got so much natural resources, because we have to be heavy enough to counterweight the rest of the world. Otherwise the disc doesn't sit flat.
Well, if you're spinning at 1,000 miles an hour, balance is pretty critical.
Yeah, exactly. That's why this Australia is so old and got so much iron ore and stuff like that, because it has to be fucking heavy to counter the rest of the. And we keep digging the shit up. We're eventually going to destabilize.
Jed, are you saying that Australia is pretty fucking dense then?
Yeah, I am. Hey, look at our Prime Minister. Come on.
Well, I mean, Jen, I'm in no position to fucking say anything there. Come on.
I'm aware of that. But yours hasn't right before Christmas.
ScoMo's a fucking genius compared to
I doubt that. After the couple of things he said in the last week.
Have you seen how much fuckery has happened with the British government in the last few weeks, or the shit they've been the sleaze
that's
and
true.
shit.
That's true.
And then it turns out last year, whilst they were putting us all back into like restrictions or whatever, we're there abiding all these like restrictions or whatever. They're having a fucking party in number 10, no bloody socially distanced anything.
Well, yeah, you don't expect the bigwigs to behave in the same way they expect the commoners to behave.
Yeah.
Fucking.
So, Diana, how's your fundraiser and everything going?
I have not looked.
Well, you've had time here. Now, come on, get on the stick.
And anyone who hasn't donated to Diana, how about giving her a bit of Christmas cheer?
Oh, it is Christmas. Help Diana out.
I don't even remember where to look, to tell you the absolute
I don't either.
truth. Oh, wait a minute. No,
That's
be
true.
under
That's true, Tina. Yes, this 7 party. There's been more than one party that's come to light. Shall we say?
I like you said to a great extent, Mark, because he definitely has brought religion into his leadership. He was wanting to pray for the end of COVID, after all.
Okay, wait a minute.
Oh, wait.
This might lead me there.
We already did that. We already had an evangelist end COVID back in 2019.
Isn't that COVID?
Here we go.
Yeah, by blowing on it. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at, okay, this is the Ko-fi or the coffee
The
or
Ko-fi,
whatever they
yeah.
call that. Yeah. And okay, there have been 457 coffees received.
Oh, lovely.
So
Got
what
the
does
link
that
for it, Diana.
what does
We've not
that
got the link,
mean?
put it in the
What does that
chat.
translate to?
That's how many people have donated, but you don't have to donate at the base number of coffees, so you'd actually need to see what the total is.
Multiply it by 5.
Yeah, I
that
think
would
it's
be your minimum.
$5 each. Yeah.
So it's
That
at
would
least,
be not good fee, Mark.
Yeah, anyone got the link
there you
in
go.
the chat?
So yeah, £5.
So I'm
So over
looking,
$2,000.
yeah. Thank you, people. Really, really. I just hope I don't
Yeah, I'd agree,
disappoint you.
Commander.
I hope that I am actually allowed to have a kidney. We're gonna have to work that out and see how that works.
I see why they wouldn't let you have one, Diana.
Well, there are many things.
Well, considering her age, I think they'd want her to have an adult knee instead.
There you go.
An
There you
adult.
go.
Oh, talking of age things, the heart specialist when I spoke to him the other day, he said the only treatment we could actually give you is a pacemaker, and you're too young to have one.
I think Sloth Girl, Nerdy, and Purple should
Sorry.
start a polycule, don't you?
Guys, has anyone got the link to Diana's Ko-fi?
Well, I'm looking at it right now. So
Yeah,
let
just
me,
don't put it in the chat or something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let me
shove it in the
copy.
chat. For anyone who hasn't donated, just a one-off
Well, I'm-
$5 Ko-fi. It all helps.
I was kind of suspending
There
some
you
things
go.
today for the Christmas marathon. I didn't
I'm
want
aware,
people to feel they were
folks, but-
donating. So
Yeah,
I'm
I
sorry,
mean,
Perps.
let's
I
concentrate.
know you
on
did
the,
actually say that. I'm sorry. I think Diana's one's a little different to a lot of the fundraisers we do.
yeah.
It
Well,
is
a lot of
about.
them we've done have been for people with medical costs.
Well, that is true. That is true.
Well, what I could really use is the people's.
Yeah.
Because their big thing is they want me to have a babysitter and they want me to have a chauffeur.
Which would be all right if I was in the US, but I'm not. But aside from that, I have somebody else I have to do that with, and I have to worry about myself as well. So
I had somebody tell me, well, hey, you need a babysitter, you could come and stay with me. And okay, this person is in Cleveland and I'm in Pittsburgh. And I said, well, you realize that you're in Cleveland and I'm in Pittsburgh. And oh yeah, well, I can just take you back and forth. Sure. A few days after surgery, after major abdominal surgery, I'm going to sit for a 2.5-hour one-way car trip to go to doctor. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, now be nice.
that's not really
They just
an
didn't
option.
understand what they were implying.
Oh, that's absolutely the case. This is my cousin. She's got the brain cells of. She doesn't have any brain cells. That's the thing.
I thought you were giving a bit too much credit there for a second.
Yeah.
She's got Marjorie Taylor Greene's leftovers.
You got it. There you go. I hope you're listening, Kathy. God damn it.
She's got Liz Truss's sneeze.
I've seen that. It amazes the hell.
I bet you got to be. Australia's got to be loving Liz Truss at the moment, haven't they? Because she's.
I must admit, Liz Truss makes our pollies look absolutely fucking awesome. Even ScoMo looks pretty awesome next to Liz Truss. God, she is a train wreck of a human being, isn't she?
She negotiated a trade deal, didn't she, between Australia and Britain? And
yeah,
it was a very good deal for Australia. For Britain, it was actually pretty fucking shit. But
it amazes me.
Everything she touches turns to shit.
And now they've put her. They've put this woman is in charge of negotiating with the European Union.
It amazes me that there are people naming her as a likely successor to Boris.
Yeah.
I think she's number 2 on the list, and it's like
that says something about the Tory party in general. I think.
I think so.
Well, Well, who else is there? Realistically, Dominic Raab, Javid, or God help us, Jacob Rees-Mogg. You know.
Oh, I'm trying to remember.
By the way, Diana, Merry Christmas. That's why I wanted a link.
Oh, yay. Mary Carissimo on you. I'm trying to remember the guy with the funny name.
MTG should be biting the heads off
Is
of
it-
chickens at a carnival.
Rishi something or other?
I think that's a good idea.
Rishi Sunak is the Chancellor of the Exchequer, so he's
Yes,
kind of
yeah.
Yeah.
He was the one that this particular list named as the most likely to take over the
He's-
prime ministership.
Isn't he?
He's
He's done as a
probably-
wet sock as well.
Well, why
Oh,
don't they
they
just
all
why don't they just put J.K. Rowling in there?
Oh God, please.
Oh,
No.
I can think of lots of places to put J.K. Rowling in. Into politics isn't one of them.
I see, as bad as I don't think she'd ever join the Tory party though. As bad as her, but I could see her joining.
No, I
like,
don't
the
think she
Liberal
would.
Democrats or
Yeah,
something,
Liberal
but-
Democrats is more her thing, isn't it?
I mean, she did seem to be quite very pro-Labour a few years ago, but then she's I think she strikes me as more she's the
She's
sort
drunk
of,
the gender critical Kool-Aid and now only
Yeah.
thinks of Labour as the enemy. So yeah.
well she the thing is as well is because she's quite pally with Baroness Nicholson, isn't she? Who was a Liberal.
Well, that's the
Democrat
whole
peer.
reason why she ended up being becoming a
Sure, yeah.
TERF. Yeah, because she was pally-wally with the Baroness, and the Baroness convinced her of
Well, here's the funny thing.
all this
Emma
bullshit.
This is the funny thing about Emma Nicholson. She was actually a Tory who defected to the Liberal Democrats. It was in the mid-90s. It was quite a big story at the time that she'd because it was I can't remember the reason she actually defected, but it was just like it's a bit like what it's like at the moment. You know, every single week there was in the 90s that John Major's government there was a sleaze scandal coming out about the Conservative Party, and just almost history is repeating itself right now.
Yeah. It's pretty dreadful, really. But I mean, to be honest, I am not in a position to point fingers at you, at you guys anymore, because let's face it, our Liberal Party over here is just as decrepit and
See now,
corrupt.
Well,
now
the
Trump's
impression
gone,
I
now
got.
Trump's gone. We got the biggest fucking moron and leader in the world.
Yeah,
I
but
think.
we're trying to catch up. We're trying hard.
What really it looks to me anyway that the Liberal parties everywhere are pretty much going down the toilet, and it's
You've
and
got to
they have
remember
to-
that the Liberal Party in Australia is not a Liberal Party. It's a
Yeah.
Conservative Party. It is.
Well, your Liberal Party is like ours, yeah.
Our Liberal Party is
are
like your
Republican,
Republicans.
Republican
Yeah.
right, yeah.
Oh, it was exactly the same thing. It started
My
out
favourite-
being a leftist
Yeah.
party and became right wing. It
Yeah,
swapped.
Yeah.
absolutely. They've been here in the U.S. They've been going slowly right as the years
Yeah,
go
I mean,
by. I mean, if you remember Lyndon Johnson and the Great Society, I mean, we're nothing like that anymore.
But yeah, obviously, like you said, yeah, but going back historically, the Republicans actually used to be the more progressive of the two parties, and then it stopped.
Yes, that's true.
It's but I mean, my favorite one, I think it's Jamaica. The two main political parties there. The National Party is the left wing party, and the Labour Party is the hardcore right wingers.
Oh, that's weird.
fucking
That's
weird,
even
isn't it?
weirder.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it's
To be fair, though, our Labour Party in Australia is more centrist than
So is
left wing. I mean, it's got left wing
think our
elements, but
Labour our Labour Party's a bit like that though, or it's heading that way.
I used to think that in our politics in Australia, basically we had two centrist kind of parties. I don't think that's true anymore. I think we've got a right wing Liberal Party that not as right wing as the Republicans are in the US, but still right wing. And we've got a centrist Labour Party, and then we've got a leftist Greens Party, which is self-destructive.
I'm not sure that the Nazi Party in 1930s Germany was quite as right as the Republicans are in the U.S. right now.
No, they were. Whoa! Stop! No, I'm not having that one because
I don't think we can
I've
talk
already-
about
I've
Nazis
already
in
had
terms of
a-
left and right anyway.
I've already had this conversation with someone today, and I really advise people about not making those comparisons.
And I don't think it's a comparison of left or right if you're talking about Nazism anyway. Nazism
Yeah.
wasn't an
Unfortunately,
aspect of left or right. It was a purely a thing on
I
racism.
don't think it. I don't.
Unfortunately, in the U.S., we only have two options, and right now our options are right or extreme right.
Yeah, yep, that's it, and it's not good. I mean, Obama laughed over it. I mean, he said that I think it was the case were he running 20 years ago, it would be as a Republican without changing his position.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's got progressively
I
worse,
don't-
and it's happening in most countries as well, which
Yeah,
which
that's
I see
bad.
as a problem because I think we've got a generation who have grown up who are in some ways ignorant of politics
Well,
and
you know what?
cults of personality.
We're up to 22 people watching and 30 likes on this, so I'm going to end it here because that's a new record, and we're talking politics, so we're going to destroy it.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas,
who's up
everybody.
next?
Bye-bye.
Who's up next?
Don't mind me taking a nap.
Who is up next? Is it Jyuni?
Yeah, I'm going to be running for 3 hours,
No.
and no, Asilla is up
Oh, you
next.
poor bugger, Purple. I'm sorry. Who's up next?
Asilla, the Vicurn podcast.
Okay, cool. So
And
how many more
then
hours you got to
Jyuni.
go, Perp?
Yeah, we've only been going a little over an hour here.
So you've been going
Poor
an hour
bugger.
and a quarter.
3 hours,
so-
you're going to be knackered.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that's originally, I was only supposed to be doing an hour for the kickoff and was going to have somebody else take over.
Well,
but
I'd say, do you want one of us to take over so that you're not stressed out, but we're not really organized for it?
if there's somebody up for it, because, I also did have some people saying that that somebody was going to take over, but nobody really firmly committed to it or sent
Well,
a
I've
link
got
or
nothing
anything.
happening for the next couple of hours if you want me to take over after you've done an hour and a half, Perps.
Oh, that would be moo. It would be very moo.
That would be really good,
I'll
actually.
I'll have to try and not be too loud because I'll keep Rob awake, but I can definitely do that because that'll only take me up to like 10 o'clock my time, so that's fine. I still got plenty of time to sleep. So I
Okay,
can do
yeah,
that if you
that
want me
would
to.
really help, actually.
All right, I'll set one up. I'll set one up for what 8:30 my in about what? In about 15, 20 minutes?
Yeah, you've been.
Yeah,
Perp's
about
been going
15
for-
minutes. If you can do
yeah,
that,
you've
that'd
been
be
going-
great.
You've been going
No
hour and
worries.
18
And
minutes
I
now,
don't know
yeah.
who the link is for the next person, but as long as it's posted in the group, I can figure that one out.
It's in the description for this chat. You can go pick it up from there.
I won't do anything too fancy. I'll just do a straight StreamYards. Oh, I can't do a straight StreamYards because I haven't actually set that up. I'll figure something out.
Yep.
I am looking for lifesavers that are not pineapple. I will have the pineapple later.
Well, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop off and have because my water should be hot where I am now, and I desperately need a shower. So I'm gonna.
You lucky piece of crap.
So
I haven't been able to take a real shower since June.
yeah.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, you can smell me all the way over there, right?
So I might jump into yours in a bit, Jen. But
No worries. I'll put the link in the other bit.
I do need to take a shower and get freshened up first. So I've literally just jumped on here since I've finished work and got in here and literally jumped on the computer. So I hope you don't.
Yeah, since I thought I was
No
going to
worries.
be doing an hour, I didn't really prepare any material for this.
By the way, my shrink says that she thinks this is one of the most incredible things she's ever heard of. Just regular people getting together and doing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She says we're
Oh,
all
that's
nuts.
cool.
Which is right, but
Yeah,
Well,
we
yeah,
are,
she can
but
say that.
you know,
She's
I,
legit.
well, and I did the first one on a lark, and just the feedback I got from it, apparently it really did matter for some people who were really struggling just to get through the holidays. So, that's how it became an annual event. But, like when I was stuck in Michigan, I just had nothing better to do anyway.
and now you're stuck inside because of the COVID. And, got anything better to do?
Pretty much, yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I moved here a year and a half ago, and I haven't really had a chance to meet any new people or that because of the whole COVID thing, and and I have to be extra careful with it. I mean, I'm sure I would survive it, but Sloth Girl, the MS medication can leave her immunocompromised.
Yeah. Huh?
So, yeah, when she's on her medication, it would definitely kill her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moo.
Oh,
Moo.
who
Look
is
at Moo.
BT?
Huh?
Perp,
What?
you're doing another stream later today. Is that correct?
I'm not hosting another one, but I'm going to be on the panel for several of these.
I will in and around other things, so that's fine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll be popping in and
If
out of various streams throughout the day.
if I'm home at various times, Perp, and you haven't got anyone to fill in, and I can do it, I will let you know. But I don't know when I'm going to be home. At
Well,
different
as
times
long
over
as
the next
everybody
couple of
shows
days.
up when they're supposed to,
You have.
we should have everything covered for the whole
Oh,
thing.
that's awesome.
But yeah, from past experience, having somebody cancel on very short notice, or one reason or another, having somebody that comes up to the time and they didn't realize that was their time and they don't show up. Yeah, those things have
Oh, that
happened.
never
So
happens.
Yeah.
I kind of need to be prepared for that at any time today.
Well, if I'm about, I'm happy to help.
Okay, yeah, I would appreciate, yeah, because I really was not set up to be running 3 hours right now. And
It's okay.
on top of that, like I said, I had laid down and I realized I'd forgot to set my alarm. And when I looked at my phone, it's like, oh shit, it starts in less than 10 minutes.
Mm.
So it's like, yeah, I just, got from my bed and plopped down here and just didn't even have a chance to grab something to drink or
10 minutes.
anything.
It takes longer than 10 minutes to fire up a Windows machine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
especially
well,
these.
it was already up, so that wasn't an issue.
Oh, good thing.
Well, see, I tend to leave it running playlists when I'm trying to sleep because I know I won't sleep most of the time. So then at least I got something to listen to while I'm laying in bed.
Mm.
But yeah, of course, I did have that down pat. One job I was working on, as long as I don't actually have to be awake, I just have to be moving, I can get into routine. So one job I was working at, I managed to be able to go from my bed to the bus stop in 6 minutes if I showered before I went to bed.
Okay.
The bed to the bus stop. Sounds like a good short story.
All right. I think I've got the stream set up, nearly ready. I've just got to get my other bit going, and I'll shoot people links, and I can get it up and running. We're not going to get too fancy with it.
Yep. Yeah, just keep it simple. That's good.
Where are we?
Yeah, Jyuni, we do get new people involved in this every year. It's kind of surprised me the series of links that some people got involved in. That like last year, Pirate Kitty was helping me organize it, and we actually had a couple of people that, well, like One Ring, we did not find out until several months after I had assumed he was a friend of Pirate Kitty, and Pirate Kitty thought I knew him. And it was not until several months after that we realized that he hadn't known anyone who was involved before he volunteered to do it.
Oh wow.
Oh wow.
I've known Ring for ages.
Yeah, I had not been aware of him before we did the stream last year.
Oh, yeah, no, because I've known Ring for ages because he used to do streams all the time. And so, same with Jeff. So
Yeah,
I
well,
don't now because they're so late at night that I'd just keep Rob awake if I did them, unfortunately.
well, and mostly he does the role playing, and I don't really do role
Yeah.
playing, so.
He also does the media one, which is the mainstream I used to do with him up until I ended up not being able to do late nights. So.
Yep.
Oh, I cannot find.
Yeah,
there
well, a couple of years ago, I used to be doing things more regularly with people in Australia, and these days, not very much. Of course, I think a big part of that is that Nacha has not been doing much of anything publicly, so I was more involved with doing things with him.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Actually, he is still involved in things. He's just doing things from the shadows. He's running things from the back. He's not, having his public persona out there much. But he is still producing the Leah podcast, or not podcast, but the Leah show on Friday.
Moo.
Which is the League of Extraordinary Humanists.
League of Extraordinary Humanists. I like that.
Yeah, no, it's League of Extraordinary Atheist Humanists. That's what it is. Yeah, so that's with Gray Skeptic and Cristiano
Santiago.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm having trouble with my tongue here, but yeah. So that's like every Friday night that they do news articles and discuss some important, relevant issues going on in the world.
That's always good.
Actually, and Christy Santiago was like one of the first fundraisers I was involved in, was to get her a computer so she could actually be doing that stuff.
Moo.
So, and she's definitely one that she's paid it back to the community many times over now. Not in cash value, but just as far as the stuff she's been doing in general to help people and visibility.
Cool. Sometimes you just can't get things sorted right. Okay. I can nearly get things going. I will just copy that. Actually, copy.
Yeah, no problem, Jyuni. We got it all sorted out for you, and we've got the right links set up for you. So when it comes to your time,
That's cool.
the links
Yeah,
will
we'll
be
make
there
sure
to
we get
send
it
the
right.
audience over to you.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be on much. I did an original posting that I volunteer my services for anybody who needs it in their stream, and nobody contacted me. So,
well, I did.
Are you in the group?
I have no idea.
Yeah, Mark said I can't remember the last time I caught a bus, and yeah, I remember one time I ran into the hardware store and said, I need a mousetrap and hurry, I have to catch a bus. And the guy said, I don't think we've got any that big.
Oh.
Oh.
He is really full of
I will.
Yes, it's a really.
I have warned people that the less sleep I get, the worse my jokes get.
It's waiting for me because I'm not ready to go yet. But there's our group. And
Hey, Jyuni, why don't you
there
come
we
on in there?
go. Hey, chat. I'm going to post it in the link to the thing, and I will make sure people get stuff going, and I will just get I'll just shove that on pre-roll, and I'll actually get the stream running, and then I
Yep.
can swap
Yeah,
over
as soon
to
as
it
you show
once
up
I've
on
got
the
it running.
YouTube, I'll copy the links from that over
Yep.
into the. Excuse me.
Tayo
I'll copy the links over
Korostu.
that into the master
Okay,
list, and we'll hop over there then. So thanks, Jen. Yep, there we
No
are.
worries.
Okay, everybody. Well,
Yay. Yay.
we're all gonna hop over to Jen's stream then. So give us a
Okay,
link for that for
so
everybody to follow
wait
us
a
over
minute.
there.
Sent
Where's
links,
the,
so I
where's
will
the
see
panel?
people there when they get there, but I will
Where's
start things going.
where's the panel link?
Oh, it's in the group chat.
What's the name of the group chat?
Oh, okay. You're talking about the 4th annual Christmas
Yes.
relay. Yeah, okay, I see it. Jenny, it's
If you don't
4th
have that, Jenny,
annual
somebody will
Christmas
send it to
relay.
you.
Okay.
Or somebody will join you to it. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna go off this and go. Hi everyone, and welcome to my leg, which happened at the last minute of the Christmas relay. How is everybody?
Okay,
Hope
I'm
you're all
gonna
doing
go
awesomely.
over to Jenny's thing, and then we'll be all set.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm in the green room over in Jenny's. So.
Oh, I've got echo. Why have I got echo? What
Well,
have I done?
that's probably
because
because
we're in two streams.
I'm in both chats now. Yeah.
Yeah, same here.
So I'm going to be echoing here
of,
for a little bit, but can't
I
really.
better drop out of one of them.
Well, we're going to get the echo for a little bit until I wrap up here. Okay, well, I see everybody's dropped out of mine, so we'll see you all over in Jenny's. Okay. Bye-bye for now, everyone.